Hello there, I am Tika, and today I'm going to present my COVID creation of the 2020, celebrating all the wonderful things we've been experiencing so far in 2020. In my old life, before I became a full-time homeschool teacher and professional chef to a family of four, I used to do a lot of other things. I was a bartender, I was a singer-songwriter, I was an admin assistant, and always, whenever I did special occasions, I would always have fun coming up with a thematic beverage. And since we don't get to have really celebratory parties right now, I'm doing this for you folks. So today, the COVID 2020 beverage. Starting off with a good hefty shot, not 1 ounce, not 2 ounces. We're in pandemic time here. We're starting with 3 ounces of gin, and I do kind of tend to have a heavy pour. So it's good to hold the glass right underneath it so that if you have any extra spillage, it stays inside a good place. Now another thing, it's been a couple of months since I bartended. I forgot, I'm pouring these ingredients into my shaker, not my cup yet. So we're gonna put those into there. So if you're mathematically inclined, that was 3 ounces. We're gonna tally up to 20. So we've got some vanilla, because I know a lot of people are at home and they're baking. They've got baked goods coming out the wazoo. So this way, it's a little lower calorie. We just put the vanilla into the beverage. Not that we're not gonna have all those baked goods along with our beverage, but you know. Okay, and now I've got some syrup. Typically I would use a simple syrup as a barkeep, but getting in touch with our Canadian roots and celebrating, really, I'd say how good an example our country's being during this pandemic time. I think we're sticking to our guns. Well, not literally. Thankfully, we're not sticking to our guns. And we're keeping people in lockdown and trying to keep everybody safe and healthy. So that is 1 ounce of maple syrup from our own trees right here in Quebec. Okay, then I'm gonna add some hot sauce. Guys, you know, it's nice to keep things a little bit spicy while you're in isolation, whether you're on your own or whether you're with people you love or just thinking about people you love. So I'm gonna add a little bit. See, that didn't even want to come out of the lid. I'm gonna try a little bit harder. It's the kind of thing you don't wanna go too heavily handed on this. There we go, because that's really gonna permeate through all of the liquid. So we've got our hot sauce, we've got our vanilla, we've got our syrup. Now, I know I can't be the only one who has shed a couple of tears during these past couple months. So in honor of those tears, we're gonna add a little bit of kosher coarse salt. That's gonna offset all of the sweet and the tangy ingredients and really bring out those flavors. Now, can't have sweet without some sour. And I really like to roll my lemons around before I slice into them. Gets everything going. And with this, you wanna add about 1 ounce as well. Best way to do it, do through your fingers. Nature's organic strainer. And of course, we know during these times, our hands are immaculate. There are no germs, there are no cooties, there's no bacteria lying on these hands. Truthfully, I'm fortunate to have a layer of skin still remaining on my hands. So we're celebrating that. And it's also great if you have any cuts or slices in your hands, squeezing a lemon on it is a great way to find those tender spots. And then you could always rub some salt in it for fun. That's my camera girl. She's 12. And that's my poodle barking. Because, you know, we don't have TV studios or anything like that to record these kind of things in. So we're here in my kitchen. I'm back onto a park. Okay. Now, we are, as well, I know a lot of people are embittered as well. So we've got our salty, we've got our sour. We need a little bit of bitterness in here. And usually when you're using the zest of a lemon, you just want that outer yummy lemony part, yellow part, and that's gonna be what releases those sweet oils. People typically avoid using the pith, which is the white part between the peel and the fruit. But because we're celebrating a bit of bitterness, we're gonna score that pith a little bit to release the bitter essence of that. And I'm gonna pop that in along with the rest of the ingredients. And I don't have a muddler with me because I'm here at home. So I'm just gonna swirl that up a little bit with my lovely knife to release some of those really bitter oils and juices from that lemon pith. Now we're gonna chill it all down a little bit. I'm gonna add 3 ice cubes because that is the number that I needed to tally up to the 20 with the other ingredients. All right, and we are going to give this a nice shake it. So I'm gonna get my penguin hat on, and we're gonna give it a nice chili willy. Ta-ta! All right, now we're going to strain this. Oh yeah, I just found a nice slice that I got this morning on a grater. Some lemon juice got in there. Good reminder of good times. Okay, so I'm going to pour in, oh so fancy style. So this is our cocktail base. And then I'm gonna top it up with 8 lovely ounces of flavored bubbly water. There's no sugar in this. We already have the sweetener in our maple syrup. But if you're making it home with a sweetened beverage, you can certainly leave the syrup out or adjust it to your liking. I decided to use a lime flavored beverage because I figured it would help bring out as well just more of that bitterness and that acidity and all that. So now I'm gonna use that handy dandy knife once again just to give a nice little swirl. And if we want to be super freaking fancy, we're gonna get a nice little slice of lemon. We can even de-seed it. Look at that. All the fancy extravagant stops are being pulled out. So we're gonna put that on, and here you have it, folks. Your delicious COVID edition 2020 presented to you by Tika. The recipe will follow in the video in the comments below. Take care.